Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. In today's video, it is not a cooking recipe, but I am going to introduce you to something which I have seen recently. Usually in our Indian style of cooking, we use a number of flours, dry powders, masalas, and earlier on we used to go to the mill and get it ground, whether it is wheat or rice or besan, that is gram flour, or even to grind your millets. If you want to grind ragi into a powder, we used to go to the mill and get it ground. But nowadays in cities, mills are becoming really quite rare. Sometimes they are far off, and especially for elderly people it is even difficult to access, go and stand there and get the work done. And especially for domestic use, when we want to grind smaller quantities, say 1 kg to 2 kgs of flour, sometimes the mill people, they refuse to grind small quantities too, and then we have to get the packets from the supermarkets directly, but there also sometimes we don't get the quality that we want. So if we want to grind it in a way that we are sure of the quality and grind it at home by ourselves, then this product, I found it to be quite convenient. I have been recently introduced to this Cookwell Instagrind masala grinder, and let me show it to you, all the parts. This is the box with which it comes. In the box we have this mixie which can easily go on the countertop, and it is not too heavy, and here it has the socket is like this, which you can easily plug in like any other regular mixie. Next, there is one more box. In this box is this special attachment for the masala grinder. This also is not very heavy, and see, it is just like any of the regular mixer jars which we attach to our mixie, which you can just easily fit in like this. See that this gasket is in place, and this is the blade which does the grinding for your flours. Also there is another small steel box kind of thing which we fit here, and this also has got 2 gaskets which we fit like this. They have provided 4 sets of meshes for different grinding. This is for grinding the rice and wheat when you want fine flour. This is for a slightly coarser one, say when you are grinding chilies or coriander, and here some more for grinding a slightly more coarse for puttu etc. or idiyappam flour. You can use according to your requirement. See, this mesh comes in 2 halves like this, and it is written here this side up. So we just have to fit it over here like this. The central portion, we just keep it in the center like this. Similarly, the other half also you place like this. See, now see that they are aligned to form a complete circle like this. See these 4 clips kind of thing here. We just place this box, press this box here, so it is secured with these clips. They have also provided a container to collect the flour, and there is a bag here. You would have seen in flour mills how they fix a bag here. So this is the opening through which the ground flour comes out. So you fit the bag onto it like this. You place it in so that the ground flour can fall into this. They have also provided a scoop for taking out the grains and putting it into the hopper, and they have provided a brush so that we can just remove the flour or clean this, and this is another spatula. This is the cover or hopper which is placed on top of it like this. It is secured in place with these clips. You will find 4 clips, 2 on either side. So you have to fit them together. There is one more box where they have given these 3 jars. One dry grinding jar, a wet grinding jar, And also one more chutney jar. Now this chutney jar has got quite a large size chutney jar, and 2 extra blades. This is for grating or mincing, and one whipper blade. We also get a booklet along with it, and it is in different languages. You have in Hindi, Kannada, English, Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada and Marathi. And it also, there is a warranty card. You have 1 year warranty for this product, and it shows the instruction how to fit the flour mill attachment and the 4 different sieves they have provided for this. First I will show you different grains, how I grounded this, and I will give you all the details how you can get this if you are interested, both in the description. Since it is only for our home use, they are given a scoop like this, and they tell that we can put 4 scoops at a time. Now before you start, once you put on the main switch, you can see here 1, 2, 3 positions. So they first tell to run it at position 3 for about half a minute, and then you start adding the grains. Similarly, once you add the grain here, it will get ground and sieved and collect here. From here it comes and falls into this. Once all the grains have gone into this, you wait again for another half minute and then bring it back to 0. So shall we start now? Switch it on. Now let's open it and see. It took just about less than 2 minutes. See, the ragi has been ground really fine, and here there is really not much of a residue left, very little. Now you can just see, using this brush you can just push down all these portions. You can see the ragi flour has collected here. See, we have cleared out all the flour from here and collected it in this. See, I have transferred the ground ragi, the fine ragi flour, to this bowl. Now next I will grind some rice and show you. Today I am just showing a little bit, so you can put 4 scoops. When everything goes down, you can again add another 4 scoops and grind. But don't overfill it. See, the rice has been ground to a nice fine powder. And have a look inside also. There's not much of residue left here. It has been ground very fine. See, our rice flour is ground and ready. Next, we are ready to grind some wheat also. See, I put about half kg of wheat, and we have got the flour collected here. I'll just transfer it here and show you. See, pure, fresh, unadulterated wheat flour. It's a joy to make chapatis out of this. And you can see just a little bit of bran over here, But this also is high fiber, so I would advise you not to waste this either. So when you want to remove, just press the clip and you can remove this top portion. Now that we have taken out the flour, the remaining bran we can separate it by removing this carefully. See, I showed you how to remove it and clean, because sometimes for certain preparations, let us say we want to grind rice flour. When we go to the mill also, we are particular that no wheat flour should have been ground before, because then that preparation might get spoiled. So every time you can remove this so that you are sure that it is again very clean for grinding your next product. Another product which we regularly use both South Indian and North Indian cooking is gram flour or besan. So that also we can make in a very hygienic way at home. Even a small quantity you can make. See, here I have some chana dal. So let's check our gram flour besan. Super fine besan, freshly ground, just very little in this sieve. Rest all, here we have got the fine besan. See, even if you put a small quantity, it grinds it very well. This is fine besan. If you want little more granular for certain dishes, then you just have to change the sieve and put a different sieve, that's all. So our gram flour is ready. Similarly, you can grind other pulses and grains or whole moong or other things also. Now I will show you how to grind some of the spices which we use in our everyday cooking. See, here I have some coriander seeds. Whenever you grind either spices for dal or chilies, it's always recommended to dry it out in the sun very well and then grind to get a fine powder. I have changed the sieve. I have now placed this sieve for the coriander seeds. See, the coriander seeds ground so fine. A little bit of the coarse powder here on the sieve. See, we have collected all the dhania powder here. Now next we will wonder how to grind dry red chilies. Red chili is also dry them very well in the sun. They should be really crisp like this. If we put them into this hopper, see, this hole is very small for the chilies to go through. That's why they are given us this jar also. So first we'll put the chilies into this jar. We'll just fit it on like any mixie jar. Run the mixie just for a minute so that the chilies get crushed to like chili flake size. So these are ground chilies. I am allergic. I'll start coughing. So I'll wear a mask before opening this. Yes. See, now we have crushed it to size of chili flakes. Now we can put it into this masala grinder. Let's open this and see how our chilies have been ground. You see this? Perfectly ground fine chili powder, just as you like the ones you get in the packets in the supermarkets what we buy. Just a little bit of this coarse powder here. See, fine chili powder ready for you. See, even after grinding such a wide variety, the question uppermost in every Indian housewife's mind is, will it grind turmeric, that is haldi? So let's check that out also. Here I have some turmeric pieces. So similarly, this cannot go through this hole, it is very small. So just as we did for the chilies, we are going to first grind it into smaller pieces in this jar and then transfer here. We have made it into a coarse powder here. Let's see the haldi powder also. Silky smooth haldi powder. This is also actually quite fine. We can use this too. See, our haldi or turmeric powder perfectly ground. When you have completed all your grinding, see, they have provided a place to wind your cord and keep like this. So I have shared my experience. It was very satisfying grinding all these flours at home. We get perfect hygienic quality, and especially for, I would say it is more suitable for smaller families where we need small quantities of flour. So they recommend not to grind more than 2 kgs in a day, because this is for domestic use only. You can just grind small quantities, keep it. If you store large quantities also, sometimes they get insects and difficult to store. So you can make fresh as and when you want. So here is our ragi flour, wheat flour, gram flour, that is besan, coriander seed, dhania powder, haldi or turmeric powder, chili powder and rice flour. And the possibilities are endless. You can use it to grind your garam masala, chai masala, all other regular masalas which you use at home, dhania jeera powder, or your other masalas which we use, idli chutney powder which we use for idli chili powder. So many things, everything which you use, and all the recipes for homemade powders you will find on my channel. You just go to homemade powders on my playlist. So any in a homemade powder you can use it for rasam powder, everything you can make here. See, I have shown you one homemade multi-purpose masala which we can use for sambar, rasam, vattakulambu, so many other dishes, South Indian dishes. So you can keep all the ingredients ready, dry it out in the sun, and then grind your fresh masala at home as much as required. These mixie jars can be used for as your regular mixie jars, for your dry grinding purposes, for your wet grinding, for your idli, dosa, vada, and also for making your chutneys or any small quantity of dry powders also in this. So I was really happy with this experience. I found it is very good and very simple and easy to clean and maintain too. All these can be washed just like how we wash a usual mixer jar after use. Wipe this with a dry cloth, wipe it clean, and you are all set to go. Now here are answers to some of the common FAQs which I expect at the end of this video. Where did I purchase this? I got it from IncherMotor. I'll give you the details. It is in Coimbatore. I'll give you the complete address details and also the phone number and WhatsApp number. You can contact them directly. Number 2, will they courier it to me? I stay somewhere else in India. Definitely they will courier it to you. You can WhatsApp them and they will get in touch with you. Then will they courier it abroad? Yes, they do ship it abroad also. The shipping charges will apply accordingly. And one more thing, many people will ask, Madam, can we get this portion alone so that we can fit it to a mixie? No, you cannot get that alone, because the wattage and the RPM of this motor is different. It is just suitable for this particular Instagrind flour mill only. So you will have to take it as one unit. And then the most important question, what is the price? The MRP is 8995.